Hello YouTube! I have another tarot video for you, and specifically I wanted to talk about a trio of cards. I feel like I've been doing a lot of these lately on sequences in the tarot, but I feel like there's just an endless amount of possibilities when you look at certain cards in sequence. I've particularly been doing it in the majors, but you could totally do this in the minors as well. And this group I actually have been thinking a lot as I'm prepping for the tarot study series. So I tend to think about and write notes on the cards a couple in advance of what I'm actually filming. And I was thinking about the Lovers, Chariot, and Strength, so 6, 7, and 8 in the majors, and how that sequence is kind of about getting from what you love to what you fear. And it's transitioning from line 1 to line 2. So what I'm thinking there is so you have the Lovers, which is all about, of course, not just love between people. It's really about self-love. It's about connection. It's about seeing beauty in the world, like recognizing what lights you up and then being able to mirror that back and reflect that in yourself. Understanding what attracts you, not in necessarily a romantic way, although it could be, but what are the things that really draw you in, and then how are those reflected in yourself. So it is really a card about learning to love yourself. And then I think the Chariot is literally a vehicle to bring you into the next line. It serves a function of thinking about the tools and what structures, beliefs, tools, practices have carried you so far, and then what can't carry you any further. Because in order to get into the next line, the Chariot doesn't take you all the way there. You have to confront some things that are hard in the Strength card. And so if the Lovers is about understanding what you love and what you love about yourself, then Strength is understanding what you fear and what you fear about yourself. So it's about confronting the lion, confronting your own wildness, your own uncontrolled parts, your own tough emotions, particularly fear, particularly anger, or just overwhelm, and approaching that in this gentle, open way that you need tools for. And so I think in some ways the Chariot is a stopping, weirdly for the Chariot, a stopping point, or a pause of let me tune up my vehicle, let me see what works and what doesn't. And when you get to Strength, you almost have to let go of a lot of your tools. You have to kind of come to it naked and say, I am me, and me is all I have. And I'm going to approach the lion in that way. I'm going to approach my fear, my discomfort, my anger, my passion, naked with no tools. And ultimately what Strength teaches you is that that is enough, that you are enough even without all the tools of the Chariot, that you are enough. And I think that's really beautiful, and reflects back on the Lovers. Having that energy of self-love also has, I think, an energy of you are enough. But when you learn to confront your toughest, deepest emotions and integrate them and work with them, and not necessarily balance them out or smooth them out or try to avoid or conquer them, but pull it all in, then I think it does reflect back into what's beautiful about yourself and what you love about yourself and why you actually are the things that you love, not just the external world. So this is why when you see something beautiful, in the lover's energy, you might not necessarily know it yet. Like, I feel like when you get that card, it's often like reminding you, but you might see someone who's really amazing and be like, oh my god, this person, like, I could never be like that. And I think going through the strength journey can actually teach you of like how that you are as strong as the people that you admire, that you are as beautiful as the people you admire, or as resilient. And it's a lifelong process, right? We're all constantly going through that. We never finish that sequence. But yeah. Does that resonate with you? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about these cards. And if you enjoyed, playing around with sequences and groups of cards, I do talk about that a lot on my channel, so subscribe if you haven't already.